Alright, so wanted to make this video. Um, Hold on. So back on the road. How y'all doing? I want to talk about Amazon canceling New York because that's huge. That, and I may talk about some other topics and stuff too. But Amazon canceling New York is huge, and it's a big referendum on socialism and all these socialists out here. Okay, of course you got Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez representing socialism out of New York in the Congress. Okay, you know, but this is a huge referendum. New York. I mean, Amazon made a big build up to that, talking about how they were going to open up a second headquarters, Amazon 2, and New York City. There was a lot of anticipation from it. A lot of investors and stuff were anticipating for it because Amazon's really starting to grow, become a really big company now. But the fact that Amazon just last week or earlier in the week has come out and said that they canceled this shit. Okay. You know what I mean? It's crazy, and what's even crazier is that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez in the Congress and during some hearing was like, oh, well, we were gonna give Amazon $3 billion for them to come to New York, but now, and now that they're not coming, she was like, oh, we can take that money and just use it to employ our own citizens. But are they doing that? Is that what they're actually doing? I mean, now that Amazon has canceled New York, are they planning to like a $3 billion public works program for New York City now that Amazon won't be there to employ them anymore, to employ people in the city? That was going to be a lot of jobs too. I was going to be like 20,000 something jobs, man. Trying to get the right angle this thing. Oh, good. That's better. Okay, that's huge because that like I said, they just lost 20,000 jobs. Okay, New York City just lost 20,000 potential jobs because of this deal failing. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. And as far as like the $3 billion, okay, no, they don't have $3 billion, okay, to spend on their own citizens. What they were going to do is they were just going to give them in like $3 billion in like subsidies and like incentives and stuff, tax breaks and stuff like that, permit costs and stuff, I think. But I mean, New York City, they don't just have $3 billion in the liquid in the bank to just willy-nilly throw around like that. And what's even more laughable is that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said that, oh, we can use that $3 billion for our subways or for our streets. And what's laughable about that is that $3 billion wouldn't even get a stone, wouldn't even travel a stone's throw in terms of the New York City subway system. Because the New York City subway system is an insanely expensive, system to work with, to maintain, and even to do infrastructure on. The federal government damn near has to come in and help New York City out with their subway system. Okay? So, she's wrong on that. She's really wrong on a lot of that stuff. And like I said, it's a big referendum on socialism. See, because socialists by nature, their policies are not business friendly, okay? They believe in higher taxes, okay? They always want to stifle businesses. They want to tax businesses and corporations who employ people. They want to tax the people who own these businesses and corporations, who are the higher level executives in these businesses and corporations. Okay? They don't try to make a welcoming environment or an environment to incentivize more businesses and stuff to come their way. That's not their platform. That's not what they do. Okay, so they don't want to incentivize the people who are the producers in the society, and the people who create jobs and create infrastructure and create new industries and innovate and stuff like that. Okay, so what happens is you get situations like this, where Amazon cancels New York City. Now, my thing is, I don't know exactly like what New York's corporate tax rate is. I'm assuming that it's a liberal state. I'm assuming that their taxes are probably a little bit higher than average or higher than average. They're not exactly known for low taxes and stuff like that. And New York is just like California. Well, I'm from California, but New York is basically just like California. It's another super, classist, leftist, liberal state that wants to have social welfare policies and stuff like that, and wants to tax everybody. Didn't they just create abortion on demand as well, I think, in New York State? Okay, so New York State, they can go for abortion on demand and abortion after the third trimester, but they can't get Amazon to come and set up a second headquarters in New York City. New York City is supposed to be a financial capital, banking capital, business capital, investing capital. It's supposed to be a world-class business capital. How the hell do you fuck that up? How do you fuck up Amazon coming to New York City? How do you fuck that up? You know what I mean? You're telling me in one of the most world-class business cities in the world, and y'all fuck that up? Okay, now Amazon gonna take those jobs. They just go somewhere else with them. They can go to another city. Maybe they'll go to Florida or something, or Virginia. I don't know. But what I do know is that New York City lost out on those jobs. Now they gotta explain to their citizens why they lost out on 20,000 jobs. Okay, and the idea that, oh, we're gonna employ people in public works, as silly. That's silly, because first of all, public works is temporary, okay? And the type of money that you get from public working those types of jobs is not the kind of money to sustain a healthy economy. They're not even they're not even, a lot of them not even a living wage. Amazon was going to provide good jobs, allow people to make money in management, middle management, stuff like that. They're going to have a whole headquarters set up. Okay? and hire a whole staff, bring all kind of money into this, more money into the city, and they fucking failed. New York City failed. You know what I mean? So, and you don't hear too many people in Black YouTube talking about this. You don't hear too many people in Black YouTube talking about Amazon canceling New York City. You don't hear too many niggas talking about that. You know, a lot of niggas is talking about reparations right now and that kind of thing, but not a lot of niggas is talking about this, because this is huge. Okay, this is huge. Okay, and like I said, it's a referendum on socialism and socialist policies, because like I said, socialist policies drive away businesses, they drive away jobs. They keep on coming out with these talking points that where we need socialism, people don't have living wages, people don't make enough money, they don't have jobs or whatever, which is not true, because the economy under Trump right now is doing better right now than in recent memory. So none of that is true. But they keep having to push that narrative, because the only way they can get a following is they have to get people to believe that they're hopeless and that there's no hope, and that, you know what I mean? That's the only way they can get a legitimate following. So they have to push, you know, that narrative. And what happens is their policies of when Ocasio-Cortez says tax the rich, what she really is saying is tax business. That's what she's really saying. Tax business, tax businesses. Okay, tax large corporations, tax small businesses. Make it harder for businesses to buy new locations and open up new places. Okay, make it harder for businesses to come in and set up shop. Okay, so that you can fund all these social programs that people need because they don't have jobs or because they don't have money. So you're shutting off their ability to get money by driving all the jobs away. Then you're taxing the businesses to create all these programs to make people more dependent on government. That's the reality. Okay, that is the reality. And you don't see a lot of them talking about that. You don't really see a lot of black folks talking about this. But you don't see a lot of people talking about that, period. Okay, that socialism drives away jobs, it drives away your economy. Okay? Look at countries like France, where the social welfare state is so damn big. The young people who do want to start businesses, they have to go to other countries. They have to go to other parts of the world. Because the way that your business is taxed, okay, just trying to start a business is impossible to do in a place like France. It's just impossible. You know that the video game company Ubisoft, which is based out of France, basically they have to have a bunch of little small companies, okay, and separate all their departments into a bunch of little small companies just because of the tax rates that exist for like a large corporation. Okay, so all the little departments in Ubisoft that do different things, they all have to be separated under and go under the name of a different company. Okay, can you imagine that? Can you imagine if we had to have laws like that here in the U.S. or have to be under that type of system? And that's the thing. Okay? That's the thing that everybody is talking about, you know. And it is what it is, you know. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Amazon canceled them, and I say good on Amazon for that. Good on them for that. You know, why would you want to be in a high tax, anti-business, pro-socialist state? You know, a state that's pushing socialism like New York State. I mean, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is coming up out of New York. Okay, and look how crazy her ass is. You know what I mean? So, and whatnot. But I'm going through New Mexico right now. I just got into New Mexico, headed east, heading towards Georgia. I should be in Georgia in the next 2 days. You know, but not that. Hold on, how long is it? Let me see, figure out how long it's gonna take. It's gonna take. I'll be in like. I should be like in by Albuquerque tonight. Then tomorrow I'll probably be in. At the end of tomorrow I'll be in Oklahoma City. Then fucking Memphis. Then I can get down into Georgia. So maybe 3 more days. I'm actually thinking it's probably really good. Or I don't know. You know, maybe 2-3 more days, but you know, but that's crazy how, you know, that these policies are you know, they destroy the economy. You know, they literally destroy a place's chances for economic success. Now I'm not one of these people that goes along with these globalist agendas, these liberal globalists who want to tax everybody and tax the carbon and tax all the businesses out of existence and create a one world government like what you got over there at the BGSM camp. That's not what I push over here. Okay, so all that mess BGS be talking, all of that is really just cultural Marxism wrapped up as other things. But see, he thinks that black people don't read. So with his and a lot of his followers don't read, but he goes and he wraps stuff up. You know, he wraps up classical Marxism and resells good for you. See what I'm saying? And you know, he's not an MRA. He's not going to get out there his damn self and you know, fight for men and fight for make hangouts about it and bitch about it. That's all he's gonna do. He's not gonna actually, you know, because truth be told, that's not really what his real goal is. That's not really what BGS's real goal is. But anyways, I got off on a tangent. Like I said, BGS is not gonna talk about this. He's not gonna talk about this embarrassment, you know, that liberal states like New York go through when businesses and companies reject it because of their socialist policies. Stuff like that, okay? And their leftist policies. He's not going to address that, but you can get that over here on the City of Truth 91 channel. Okay, that's where you can get that in. Okay, now, as I say, my thing is this: you have a big exodus now from these blue states to red states. In the last 10 years, a lot of people been leaving fucking California and going to Texas. A lot of people are leaving blue states. Because blue states are anti-business. They're not attracting jobs, you know, like that anymore. Because of their policies, the high taxes and all that craziness. Okay. So people are abandoning those places. They're leaving. They're getting up out of there. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know. But like I said, I'm the only guy who's really gonna talk about that kind of stuff. Like I said, Amazon cancels New York City. This is a huge referendum on socialism, and it's just another evidence of how socialism is a failure, and how people say it's supposed to be a remedy for capitalism. It's not a remedy for capitalism. Okay, it drives business and people away. It's basically a cause for destitution, because you drive away prosperity, you drive away ingenuity, and people coming in and wanting to build stuff up. It's not a remedy for capitalism. I'm gonna go all in on that. all the BGS socialism shit. I'm about to make a whole video series. I'm gonna go all in on that shit because somebody gotta debunk that shit. Somebody gotta debunk all that shit. And I plan to be the one to do that. Okay. But anyways, leave, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this. I'm a